The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lawrence now on second down. And the first play of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Cater Cohen. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Foye Aluakin with the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. SoA. Oh, the first play of the season is intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Ronald Darby. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. The tight end going in motion to the left. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with ETN. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. Here's another ball that's interception. It's the safety, Darnell Savage. Interception by the Jaguars. They'll take over first down at the 36-yard line. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hands to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. He'll push forward for about a yard. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyree. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. He'll give it to ETN to start this drive, and he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here in the pistol, here's Lawrence. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 9. Lawrence now. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Looking for room on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Pretty sure if he had a chance to do that one all over again, Mike, that's just a simple, fair catch decision. He underestimated the ability to how fast that gunner could get down the field. They take advantage of it. Not only does he take the big hit, he coughs up the ball, and now he puts his defense right back on the field.
Handoff, running left. This is Cook. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. Second down and 8. Up the middle, here's ETN. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. You got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through it. Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead, and it just doesn't work out.
Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. That's to his new acquisition in 2024, Odell Beckham Jr. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. You just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Off play action, it's Tua. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Tua, going to give it to Achan. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. Here's H.A. to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's H.A. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This, about as short as you can get. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Thielen Robinson to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Marcus May in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Lawrence. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he will go all the way. Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders on for the point after. And oh, he missed. Missed the extra point, and this is going to stay a 3-point game. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, here's ETN. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll go back to ETN on first down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Throwing is Lawrence. A throw there on second down going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Davis heading in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but it can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Here's first and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. That is caught right side by Bethel. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Hill brought in motion. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. A shotgun snap for Tua. Patch over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. First catch for him this new season, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be Jalen Waddle. Down Miami. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now they don't have one for this guy.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it is Bixby to start this drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Second and 11. Now Lawrence. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Now here's Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And
to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you were sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Jags. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Fake the handoff. Now, SoA. That's complete. He's got OBJ. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. They'll run right here. It's Jags. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Miami.
I think some skeptics out there, Mike, said, okay, Tyreek, you're going to leave Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes. Let's see how you do down in Miami. And, well, what has he done? He's really taken his game to a whole nother level. Over 3,500 receiving yards in just the last 2 seasons alone.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 21 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun, here's SoA. The second down throw is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long. A play fake. Now, SoA to throw. That is caught by Washington. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. So now the Dolphins turn it over to their field goal team. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa laying out, and he made the catch. What a play! He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That grab gets them a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Ronald Darby. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. Third down coming up. To throw is Lawrence. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
Big time conversion there on third down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
They put Strange in motion. Here's Bixby. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
Second down, Lawrence. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll try and run with ETN. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Mostert now to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He's got room at the 30. And he's into the inside. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having the day.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Oh, a yard at most. Marcus May in on the stop. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on 2nd down. This one is caught by Kirk. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete. But if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll try it now with Bigsby. And he's going to have the Jaguars 1st down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Lawrence to throw. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. In trouble. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips back time. In there for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the third down, that ball incomplete.
Well, that's exactly breaking news here. Like, they got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not get pushed back.
Now, second down throw for Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Boot that time. The contact tearing the ball loose and forcing third down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. Pick six for touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike. And that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there. Because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy six.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
On the return, it's Robinson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. Third and a yard. Lawrence. He's going to air this out for Davis. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense. right, come on. All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Tagovailoa. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Tua going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
He might have a new name on the back of his uniform. Remember, Mike, back in July, he went from Allen to wanting to be referred to by Hines Allen. But with all that being said, he is still the same dynamic pass rusher he has always been, and he is a handful for any offensive line. And this time, he gets in there for a sack.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. He pulls it in around the 5. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Lawrence now. Catch made right side by Thomas. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but Nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Only need a yard, and it's fourth down. Lawrence. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with 18. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Once again, it's Achan. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Tua going to throw here on 3rd and 1. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there. And this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tua. To the left side, OBJ is there. And he's in. Odell Beckham